They treated him like an animal in there, really. He wasn't cleaned, he was left in his own mess.
The Independent has been following the story of Nicholas Thornton.
He's 28 years old, but for the past 10 years he's been in and out of institutions that can't meet his needs. One of more than 2,000 people with learning disabilities and autism who find themselves stuck in hospital for decades. With the help of his brother, he explained how this decade-long ordeal has impacted his life.
10 years of it, and mostly away from all family and friends. I've not seen a friend for 7 years.
Nicholas, who is autistic and has learning disabilities, told us what happens to him when he's placed in such unsuitable care facilities.
Sensory overload, and can have autism meltdowns. The alarms and the number of people, fluorescent lights, it's like torture that I can't get away from.
We met with Nicholas's sister Alex, who has been battling to get him the care he deserves.
He was a jolly, happy, bouncy child, full of life and very, very adventurous. He loved the dog shows, sailing, and just a lively, active boy. He liked his bike as well. He's not like that anymore, it's a shame.
Can you tell me a bit about some of the worst places he's been in and what it's like for you to have seen him in those places?
Boston Hospital was awful. They treated him like an animal in there, really. He wasn't cleaned, he was left in his own mess, and he was full of bed sores. And he went non-verbal after that.
United Lincolnshire Hospitals NHS Trust, which runs Boston Hospital, said that Nicholas's concerns were referred to the local safeguarding team. Their understanding is that his complaint was not upheld.
Then they stuck him in a dementia ward, which was quite frightening. It was in Birmingham. There was lots of noise. Another place in West Bromwich. He was left alone. He had no way of calling for help. He used to have to throw himself off the bed and thing. And when he left there, they put in a soiled pad in with his food. They said that they'd take him back to Essex, and he was put in a secure mental hospital in Rochford, and it's been hell ever since. And that hospital has had very, very bad reviews. They've been investigated and nothing's changed. He's autistic and he's not mental, you know, and he just needs to be in an environment that understands autism.
When you think about that and where Nick is now, what he's lost, how does that make you feel?
Awful, because nobody listens, or they try and appease you, but rarely anything gets done. His whole life has been stolen from him, really. I just want him to be happy.
Essex Partnership University NHS Foundation Trust said it cannot comment on individuals, but insisted patients were treated with care and compassion. Now Nicholas's mental health section has been lifted, there is no reason for him to be in a hospital unit, except one. Authorities can find nowhere else to house him where he can be cared for properly and given that chance at a life he so desperately wants.
I just don't understand why this happens to so many autistic people. Something needs to be done.